Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Mama Eve, and today's a good day. Today's a great day. Today has been a fabulous day. But what's more important? Today is your day. I want to welcome everybody to this channel, whether you are returning or this is your first time catching me live. Just want to let you know that you are welcome in this place, in this space, at this time, at this moment. Welcome. All right, let's see who's on here. Brittany Taylor. Hey, Brittany. Thank you for already giving me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I see some white hearts. 88 Pearls, good evening. Pamela Allen, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right. 8 on here. Come on, y'all. Keep those thumbs up going. Keep it going. Keep it going. It's been a long week, haven't it? Just looking for some incense. See what I have here. Oh, where's my lighter? Get one. Oh, here it is. All right. Let's see who else I missed. Oh, Soul Light. I'm not even going to try to even attempt that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Anybody on here new? Is everybody returning? Some names I didn't catch. If you're new, tell me where you are viewing this. Hello. Hey, Jay. The first batch of books was they're out tonight for delivery. Depending on let me clear up something real quick. If you ordered my books through the website, okay, I do not have a way to publish the books. So the books have to be published and then sent to me. So I ordered them by the lot. But I have to wait until they come. Now, because of the bad weather, and I'm just going to clear this up because I had so many texts and calls. Because when you order something on the website, we do not put a date on it. Shopify put the date on your delivery date. They do it. Okay. And I don't have anything to do with that. So I think that it said during the first batch that the books would be there on the 20. They would be on the 28th. Well, if most of you may know, maybe some of y'all don't know, we had a really, really bad extreme winter weather event here that kind of threw everything back, delayed everything. The children have not even been to school all week long. So, of course, we could not get no deliveries. But the delivery came today. And as soon as I got them, I packaged them. I personally took them to the post office. So you should be getting your books any day, depending on where it is you live. Excuse me. All right. So The first batch is on the way now. The second batch of books, depending on when you placed your order, they're supposed to be between February the 2nd and the 3rd. As soon as they come in, they will go out for delivery. If you go on Amazon to order the books, from what I've been hearing, what people have been telling me, most books are delivered between 2 and 3 days. And it will come right to your address or whatever address you use. So if you want the book quicker, faster, go on over to Amazon and get the books. If you don't mind waiting, then get them through the website. All right? So the first batch is out. Jay, I don't know when you ordered. All right? So we were just putting the books in the poly mailers and getting them to where they needed to go, step 1, step 2. So if you ordered the books today through the website, they will not hit me until the 2nd or 3rd, assuming that there is no more winter weather events. If you order from Amazon, then you should be getting them any day. All right? So either way, I order from Amazon. See, that's good. So I suggest that once again, if you want the book quicker, she said she ordered and she get them. Thank you. She will get the book on Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Right? You're gonna love the books. I'm telling you, you are going to love the books. And I want to personally thank everybody that have supported me so far, everybody that have congratulated. Once I have a targeted number that I'm going to show you. We're going to do a working using one or the other of those books. But the only way that you're going to be able to do that working is if you have the book in your hand. All right? But I'm going to wait for that because things are really rough for a lot of people. All right? I know some of us have been financially strapped. All right? So I want to give everybody a chance to get their books. So we may even be doing some workings out the books. And the Sipping with Tea, it is 4 books in that mini series. 4 books. All right? So we may either be using one of those books, or we may be using the first volume, which is out now, and the prayer book. All right. So we'll be using them, and I want to make sure that you use them. Just don't buy them. I want to make sure that you use them. So the best thing is for me to teach you or show you ways that you can use those books. So I think that's a good idea. And that's what I'm going to do. So, but we're going to give everybody maybe like in a week or 2 weeks, then we'll start using those books and we'll start using them as tools. All right. I can't wait. We have another snowstorm. Oh no. Please don't say that. I am sick of this white stuff that is supposed to be snow that's not. I'm sick of it. I am just absolutely, there's nothing we can do about it, but I had my fill of it. So Morntop, at one time they was calling for snow here, and they canceled it. Now I'm so glad they canceled it. All right. So I want to, definitely. I also want to let y'all know that I do have another community working coming up. I have not set an exact date, and I'm going to give y'all time for that also. But I do know it is going to be at Arbor Camino or Open Road Working. All right. I do know that that was given to me. So I do know that it is to unlock some things, unlock some things. So maybe tomorrow or Sunday, I'll tell you a little bit more, so we can get the first community working of 2026. All right. But I do know it is to unlock some things. Some things need to stay locked from last year, for real, for real. But some of us, we don't want to enter into this new season and have stuff all jacked up and locked up. All right. Some things need to be unlocked. Some paths need to be opened. Some roads need to be opened. Okay. So that will be the next community working. I don't know how many I'm going to do, because whenever I do something, people always want to know when I'm going to do it again. If I have a reading special, when you going to do it again? If I have a community working, when you going to do it again? I don't know. I don't know. Whenever it's time, I know it's time. And I know it's time. I just didn't know what the community working was going to be. Now I do. So obviously, if Spirit told me some things in some of our lives need to be unlocked. One of the worst things that I know of, one of them, is when a person is they're experiencing stagnation. And this is what I always say. I love the water, all right? But when the tide come in and go out, you can gather water, which we do for baths, and you don't smell it. But if you have a pool of water that just sits still, it's only good for one thing, two things: tadpoles and mosquitoes. And we don't need neither one of those things in our life. So we need to keep things moving. And for some of us, they'll move. And then all of a sudden, it just seems like everything just stands still. And you just can't get nowhere because you can't move, because you're stagnated. And sometimes that energy, and it's not always about somebody cursing somebody or anything like that. Sometimes it's energy, sometimes it is just life. But sometimes you have to give that energy a boost. You have to give that frequency a boost to get things started again so that we can move forward. We need to do that. Let's see. Toya, how you doing, Toya? That's exactly how I'm feeling, just stuck. Sometimes we get stuck. And it's not because anybody burning candles, anybody saying prayers against us. It's not because we deserve it, or it's karma, or reaping and sowing. Is not any of that. We just get stuck. And the best way that I can explain how that feeling is if you was in a well and the well has smooth walls. And every time you try to climb up, you can't because you don't have no traction. So you're just stuck in the well. Well, this community working is going to help. It's going to be traction. It's going to be like traction to help you gravitate up out of that pit, out of the well, so that you can get it moving again and get it moving the way that it's supposed to go. So I know I'm going to be a part of the community working myself. My name will be somewhere on that altar. I'm telling you. That's in between space and old and new energy. Yeah. And sometimes we just get stuck. We just get stuck. And once again, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. So what we're going to do during this community working, I'll be in more detail either tomorrow or Sunday, but it will be sometime in February. And I promise you, it will not be costly. The donations will not be costly because I want as many of us, and I'm talking to the community, okay? I'm not talking to the ones that's negative and I'm not dealing with y'all today, okay? But I'm talking about the community as a whole. I would love for everybody that needed to participate in the community working. Right? So that's what we're going to do. Also, y'all not going to believe what I'm going to say to y'all, but I'm going to say it anyway. Coming up soon, we're going to be doing some studying, whether it's biblical, poems, stories. We're going to be spending some time together, hashing out some things, learning some things, and discussing some things. I just have to get to the point where I can sit down quietly and ask Spirit which way, because I don't want to do just the Bible. I don't want to do just the Bible. I might want to do some teaching out the Ethiopian Bible, or we'll see. So, and I want to do that on a regular basis. I do know it may not be for everybody. It may not be for everybody. Okay? And that's okay too. Everything is not for everybody. Just like I just said this 5 times today. The mini series, Sipping with Tea with Mama, right here. This series is not for everybody. It's not. It's not. And I don't feel bad if you don't get it. I don't feel bad at all. Okay? But if you're not in that headspace where you're looking at things spiritually, I didn't say religiously, spiritually, you're not going to understand this. You're not going to understand about how you write out words to mean things and what you're not going to understand that, and you're going to look at it in the wrong way. So it's not for everyone, just like this channel is not for everyone. It's not. It's absolutely not, and I understand that. So the prayer book could be for everybody because there's a mixture. But the Sipping with Tea, Some people would look at that and say, what is she talking about? I don't understand that. And I'm okay with that. Right? Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the hearts. So look out for the community working. If you in the first batch of books, and with bad weather coming, like Jay, make sure I put them in plastic, okay? So they're in poly mailers. So just make sure that they don't go, get thrown somewhere where there's a puddle of water or puddle of snow or ice or whatever, okay? So look out for them. Keep a tab on them. All right? Is there anything that is a burning issue that you have? Y'all know I'm not going to be on here too long tonight. Okay? But I did want to check in. I wanted to do Tuesday tea, but what happened on Tuesday tea? I think I got home late. And during the week, I don't like to do that because I know that a lot of us have to get ready for work, and we have the children, grandchildren that we have to take care of. So I'm mindful of that. Right? So is there anything that anybody want to discuss? We definitely can do it. We have about 30 minutes left, if that long, and to hang out, to chit chat. And don't let me do all the talking, because y'all know I like to talk. All right? Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I need a cup of coffee soon, though. All right. Nobody have any questions? Y'all are really quiet, because if I have a question, I would take advantage of this. I really would. And while I'm thinking about it, the young lady that texted me about being a godchild, I think she texted last night. The new group of godchildren started a few months ago on my daughters, okay? So I don't know if there is going to be another group or when it's going to be another group, but I will always announce it. But such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful text you left me. I really appreciate the kind words. But most definitely, we can, you are more than welcome to call me, book on the website, and we can chit chat about some things. Okay. Let me see. What should we be preparing or doing for this new moon on Sunday? Thank you, Brittany. Thank you for the question. Okay. New moon manifestations. Okay. New moon manifestations. Adding. And that's the easy way for me to explain the moons. Take away, subtraction, and adding, right? So if you're doing your banyos, your baths, right, then you would do anything for manifestation to bring in or to add. So they would be wonderful like if you want to do business, money, um, prosperity, protection. Why protection? Because you're adding it to you. All right. Because some people might say protection. Yes, you're adding it to you. All right. Anything that you want to bring to you is a good working. And I'm definitely a shower or bath. Now, I have my own thoughts about all of this stuff, y'all. I'm telling you, I have my own kind of craziness, right? So, if you do have a tub, a bathtub, if you do, not everybody have tubs, but if you do, during the new moon, take the baths if you can. A lot of people my age can't get down in the tub because we wouldn't be able to get back up. All right, easily. All right, but even if you soak your feet, if you have a shower chair, if you one of my older honey bunnies that can have a shower chair, you can sit on that chair, stop your tub up, and actually pour the solution over top of you. All right, but you're still soaking your feet. All right, so during the full moon, it's best if you take baths. But if you do not, or if you cannot, then you do what you use what you have and you do what you can do. Okay? Even with the incense, okay, you're adding things. So call clients, call money, open road, Don Dinero, better business, um, anything that you want to add to you. All right. So that's what you should do during the new moon. Okay. Mama Eve, how do we know when we have initiated spiritually in a dream? How do we know when we have initiated spiritually? Hmm. Explain that a little bit more. How do we know when we have initiated spiritually? Okay. 88 Pearls explain that. Initiated spiritually in a dream. Okay. Is there anything spiritually I can do to get my narcissist ex to stay away from me until I'm able to move? We still live together, unfortunately. Well, that's a kind of hard one because if he still live with you, he's going to be around you, right? If he come home, all right. So if you go on, I think I have it on one of my videos about dealing with narcissist people. All right, I know I have a kid because I just seen it. I just seen it yesterday. All right, so check that video out or check that kid out. Okay, it's a full moon. Yeah, that's what I know. Okay, on Sunday. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The full moon. Absolutely, full moon ad. Full moon ad. Okay, full moon ad. It's just easy to remember. So that's what that's a good time to do some things. All right. Um, oh yeah, the mojo bags. Y'all know I'm making personal. Oh, I'm so glad that came up in my mind. When you order a personalized mojo bag or grits bag, please tell me or let me know what name I need to put inside of that bag. All right? If you don't tell me, I'm not going to put no name at all. But for those that's been ordering, just leave me a note. I ordered a bag. Please put my name, my daughter's name, my husband's name, whatever it is, one person's name in the bag, okay? Because if not, I'm not going to put a name in there. And I really want to put a name in it. Okay? 88 Pearls, where you at? You didn't answer. Initiated to what spiritually? That's what I need to know. Initiated to what? Here we go. I meant to say, how do we know when we have been initiated in a dream spiritually? How do we know when we have been initiated in a dream spiritually? Well, my question would be, who initiated you? That would be my who initiated? Initiated into what? Okay. Initiated into what? And who did the initiating? So that's what I would need to know. Remember, dreams, we dream one time. When spirit is trying to tell us something, we will have repeat that same dream. It may be altered a little bit, but you will continue to experience the same dream over and over. If I'm dreaming 5 times that I'm in Florida, I need to get to Florida, or I need to stay away from Florida, depending on what those same 5 dreams keep telling me. They keep calling out. Now, if they keep calling out, if I'm calling if I feel in the dream, I need to get to California, and it's repeating over night after night after night, that's not a dream. That's something I need to pay attention to. All right? I need to pay attention to it. That's why it is good to take a book and put it either on your bed, on your nightside table. And if you have the same thing repeating over and over again, because sometimes we forget to try to write things down so we can understand it. Yes, Pamela, you got the alligator claw bag, correct? I think because I make them. My sewing machine is right here, and I sew each bag. They're not bought bags. See my material? When you order the bags, the things are blessed inside of it, the material just for you. Okay? So yes, and the bags come with a oil. Not an oil that I sell, but an oil for your bag. So if you get 5 different bags, you'll get 5 different bottles of oil. Yes. Yeah, I know, because I did ask, was there a name that was included? Because on that video, when I announced it, I made sure to say, give me a name. So you are going to be okay. And I assure you, your alligator claw is in that bag. How do I know? Because I put it in there myself. All right, you're gonna love the bag, and what I did also, I gave you directions. Everybody get a bag will get directions because I don't want you to have the Mojo bags or the Grizz bags. And somebody said, "Tell me who I am." I can tell you who you're not. Okay, so with the bags, you'll have the directions. All right. So you just won't have them and then call me and say, or not call me, but just not to do with the bag. So I wrote out little directions, right? I'm being initiated by ancestors and ancestors. I'm being initiated by our ancestors or ascended masters in a dream. Mm. If you keep dreaming that, then definitely pay attention to the rest of the dream. Okay? Do that. So, what are you getting initiated to do? What are you getting initiated in these dreams? What are you getting initiated to do? What do you see yourself doing? Let me put it like that. What do you see yourself doing? Okay. All right. So just try to write things down and remember, pray and remember, or meditate and remember as best as you can. If it's a repeating dream that, not just one time, but it repeats over and over again, that's a good sign that you need to follow through and in what you say. All right. I had a wonderful spiritual godmother that passed away, and um, she knew I was hard headed. I can have a bad temper, and I'm hard headed sometimes. And do you not know when I don't do what I'm supposed to do, I will dream about her. And there have been times that she have spoke to me through other people that know nothing about some personal things. But it's not a one-time thing. So if it's a one-time thing, I would think, okay, she's just on my mind. I'm just on her mind. But when it repeats over and over again, once again, it's like stand up and take attention of what I'm saying. All right. I'm on live. Yes. Incense. Sometimes we don't need things that smell good. Sometimes we need things that stinky a little bit to get rid of some bad energy that can come through the airwaves. Everything can listen. sometimes when we do some workings and we do some things, everything is not going to be sweet. I don't care how something smells if it works. All right. Is there any more questions? We got about 10 minutes, maybe 20. 10 to 20 minutes. Very good. Very good. Helping, healing, leading people. Okay. So if it's helping, healing, then what you do, you get you some anointing oil, get you some oil, and you anoint yourself with it, and anoint your hands with it, and anoint your third eye with it, anoint your heart with it, and to heal people, to me, you have to believe in something. All right? Something positive. All right? So it may be times that now the next step may be for you to actually go into a season of quietness and acts that, see, to me, let me tell you something. One thing I learned. When a person is called to something, to do something, even if it's a spiritual gift, somebody will come along for confirmation. So if this is truly what you've been called to do, if this is a part of your assignments are given to us before we come through the womb. They just lay dormant and they will come out. So you don't know, some of us don't know all of our assignments all at one time. Okay? They're unleashed. The gifts are unleashed. So if this is a gift that's being unleashed, then you work on that gift and you work on yourself so that you could prepare to do that assignment. I hope that makes sense. So take a quiet time and ask whoever, whether it's God, source, the universe, whoever, but it's positive light. Healing should be positive energy, positive white light. Am I the person that have this assignment? And what is it that I need to do so that somebody else can be blessed through my assignment? Okay, so now you start working on yourself, baby. Get yourself in a situation, in a quietness where you can, they might, listen, sometime if I do healing services and things like that, I might have to fast. And fasting doesn't mean always that you're telling people what you're doing. You might have to fast something for a week or 2 weeks because you never know what type of spirit you're going to be healing a person from. Okay? So you just ask. And the path, please get into that community working that's coming up. All right? Let's see. I would say no, but that's why I put it like this. Everybody is different. And maybe this was her assignment. I tell people all the time, don't get mad or upset with what I do. Don't get upset with me. And if you do, that's your problem and that's your business. But one thing about it, I did not choose this assignment. This assignment chose me. And I'm going to do the best that I can with what I was given to do. Whether people like it, don't like it, because guess what? No matter what you do in this life, there's going to be somebody, just like somebody on here tonight, that have the spirit of jealousy or don't want to see a person succeed. So, no, it doesn't necessarily mean because you dream of ancestors that you're initiated in anything. But if it's a repeat, it's enough to pay attention. That's why she need to go, or any of us need to go into the next step to say, is this my assignment? And if this is my assignment, how should I execute it? Right? I hope y'all understand that. Sometimes I don't say things in the right way. Okay. All right. But I love the question because I love my community. All right. Okay. Don't waste the time. Okay. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. So, okay. Thank you, Toy. I appreciate it because I know sometimes I be trying to say something, but it don't always come out the way that I'm trying to say it. Okay. All right. Is there any more questions? Positive energy only. We cast out any negative energy. All right. So I'm excited. This year. I know we're going to be okay. It's so much stuff going on, y'all. So much. So much, so much, so much. But we got to stand strong for one another, regardless of where you from, what you do, what you practice, what you believe. We have to stand on this in our community. Okay? Everybody not gonna believe like me. Everybody not gonna practice like me. Everybody not gonna believe like you. And it tend to be a pattern that most people that do believe the way I do believe, they don't have too many people that believe the way they believe or practice the way they practice, right? But we stick together, all right? So I'm excited about some things in this channel this year. I had lost my excitement. I'm not going to joke, y'all. I had got to the place where I kind of lost some excitement, but it's back. Time heals all wounds, right? Please, 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 y'all share my videos. I don't even check and see how many numbers I have or anything anymore. How many new subscribers? I don't really care about that. I just care more so about the persons, my community, than numbers. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. 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 That's what makes us so special. Oh, thank you. Hmm. We're not just on here to pity pat, even though we pity pat sometimes. We laugh and joke sometimes, and sometimes we cry, and sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're sad. Okay. But all and still, you're on this channel for as long as they let it stay up, because you never know from day to day what's going to go on. Okay, let's see. Brittany Taylor, what I received is you had to go do what you do with purpose and let the rest be. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, and I'll let y'all know about April. I may be in Florida in April. Um, I've been putting it off, y'all. I'm not joking. I've been putting it off, but might be in Florida. Yeah, haven't heard nothing. Thank God, haven't heard no craziness at the airport or anything like that. So, oh, but actually, if I go to Florida, I think I won't be flying. I think somebody's going to be driving. I don't know. I might be better off to get on a plane. I might be better off to get on a plane. I don't. Okay, so let's do some things together. Let's keep our heads together. Let's stay focused. Let's stay grounded. Grounded. Okay, and um, the 9 minutes left. We got 9 minutes. A lot of people been watching my videos after I get off. Sometimes I'll have a little number, and then in an hour I'll look again, and that number then tripled or doubled. So please, y'all, I ask your support. I thank everybody that have gotten the books. Um, I have a goal number set. So please, please, please try to support. Sherry. Hey, Sherry Lee. How are you? Sherry Lee, where you see it? Where what state you in? Or country? Because we have different countries, because somebody from Australia is getting a book. Mm-hmm. Yes. So we're getting ready to get off of here. And I'm going to be back soon. Texas. Thank you. You won't be sorry. And I shared it earlier, um, that once I have a targeted number, and once we get this, y'all know what I'm saying. If you knew, sometime I'm cuckoo. I call myself we. All right. Just overlook me. Overlook me when I do it. I don't even understand why I do it, but it just comes out that we is me and me is we. All right. I'm we. All right. So once I get that certain amount of books, I think we're going to do some workings, or we're going to do some studying, or some examples, um, using the books. All right. And the only way that you're going to be able to participate is if you actually have the books. Right. So, but I don't want to do that right now, because once again, money's tight for a lot of people right now, especially if we have another shutdown, which I'm hoping and praying that we don't. All right. Let's see. How long are your readings? I do not put a time. I know some people do put a time limit on. I do not put a time limit on it. However, it depends on if you're getting a small, what type. There's so many different types. Okay. But it really depends. If you come in walking in and you just get the tea light, that might be 20 minutes. I don't know. I don't even have a clock in there. So I don't want to tell you anything that's not truthful. But I stop when spirit stop. When I don't have anything to say, or they don't have, when I say I don't have anything to say, when it's over, it's over. I try not to go long periods of time, but there have been times where it was long. It seemed like I was in that room for over an hour. But then there's sometimes it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know. I'm just estimating because I never, ever, ever clock nobody. I don't understand. You know, I used to know a lady. I don't know, God rest her soul if she's not here, because she was an older lady, right? And what she used to do, and this was years ago, you could buy minutes. Okay, you would buy minutes. So for instance, if you would say I want a 20-minute reading, she, no joke, y'all know I do joke sometime, but not with stuff like this. If you would say 20-minute, right, and she charged by the minute, this beautiful lady had an egg timer. I'm not making this up. She had an egg timer, and she would set that time on 20 minutes. And when that thing say ding, she could be in the middle of a sentence, and that's it. That's it. Now that would, to me, would be a good special to do. That would be a good special. And I have thought about it. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm telling you. Wait a minute, let me see. I've been trying to meditate more, but just can't seem to slow down my okay. I'm gonna get to that. Okay. Can't wait. Thank you. The cup holder is very important. Oh, it'd be more. Phone. I definitely like to meet you in person. I know. Well, we never know what's gonna happen. What state you in? Okay. Um, yes. So I have thought about it periodically about the minute. Um, I thought about doing it as a special. But even I don't go by time for the phone readings either. I wouldn't even be able to tell you it's 20 minutes, it's 15 minutes, it's 17 minutes. I can't I don't know how many minutes it is. Okay. I have some people that call me every week, every 2 weeks, but they might only want to know, and they're calling over the phone, but they might only want to know one thing. So I tell them that one thing, and they're okay. They off the phone. It's just a minute. It seems like it's just not seconds, but a few minutes. Then I have some that we get caught up in conversation before we even, and not conversation about what the consultation is about, but just, you know, let me tell you this. And I, once again, I only speak for myself, right? With some folks, you have a kind of relationship with. So it may be, hey, how's the kids? How the grandkids doing? How the hubby doing? What's up? How was your weekend? Before we even get started, hey mama, I'm not feeling good. Well, what's wrong? You know, did you go see that movie last week? That's out, or got, it so that all plays into it too. So that's a hard question for me. All right, let's see here. I've been trying to meditate more, but just can't seem to slow my mind. Any tips? Breathing. Breathing. Try relaxing music. All right? Bringing it down. Imagine, just sit and imagine yourself just quiet. Start at the top, the tip of your head, and just try to be quiet. Just quiet yourself down all the way to your bottom of your feet. You understand? Envision a light. And as that light goes down, it's just bringing nothing but peace. And you breathe, you inhale and exhale. All right? And try to keep distractions away from you during the time of meditation. Okay? Because it is hard to quiet yourself down and your phone is ringing, the kids is screaming, the dogs is barking, the cat is meowing. Try to, and you know, sometimes with meditation, it's funny that people kind of, to me, put a lot of energy in something that we need to quiet our energy down. I mean, just quiet yourself down enough. And it doesn't, you don't have to meditate for 3 hours. You know, you can meditate for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But try, and this is another thing, try to do it, repeat, like pick a day of a week. So if you want to meditate on Saturday evenings, all right? Don't mean that you have to be there on Saturday evenings, but if you can become, if it become a pattern, it's easier to quiet yourself down. But I keep hearing that there's a lot of distractions around you. I don't know what these distractions. I don't know if it's too much talking, it's too much energy, but there's some it's too much distraction. So just, baby, minimize the distractions, all right? And you can't get it wrong. You can't get it wrong. If you got to keep practicing how to meditate, just keep practicing. Don't be scared of making mistakes. I make mistakes sometimes myself. If don't get it right, you keep trying. All right? If you get my book, there's chants in there, there's prayers in there. You can even have prayer for peace. Pray for peace before you go into that tranquil space. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, yes. Greetings from San Jose, Puerto Rico. Been there. Been there last summer. And I love Puerto Rico. When, as a matter of fact, when I put my feet on, when I put my feet on the land, I felt like I was home. I felt like I was home. And I really want, I would really love later on in life, when I retire, to have me a second home in Puerto Rico, where I would go, come back and forth as I please. One of my favorite places that I've been so far. And as crazy as it sounds, I love the Dominican Republic too. All right. You're welcome. Love it. I'm not making it up. Everything about it I loved. Besides the motorbikes. Um, is there any more questions? And if you just getting on now, replay the videos. Replay my videos. If you come in at the end, I don't think that they disappear. So replay them. I bought an idol for a spirit I'm working with. How do I know it will inhabit it? I bought an idol for a spirit I'm working with. How do I know it will inhabit it? I have no idea. I have no idea about that one. I have no idea. When you say I bought an idol for a spirit, I have no idea because I don't know what spirit you're working with. Okay. I can't give you no. See, for me, the only idol, and it's not even an idol, the only, the only, I'm just thinking about this. See, I only worship one, but I honor many. So I have no idea. Somebody else might be better off answering that question. I guess it would all depend on what spirit you're working with and what you presented it. Okay. So I will know. I can, you know what? Tanya, I can really understand that because there was a time years ago where my car was my sanctuary. I was working, and before I would go into the house with the loud noise, the kids, the grandkids, their friends, I would sit in the car. Not because I didn't want to go in, but I wanted to enjoy some quiet before I went into the house. So I really, some people meditate while they're taking a bath. And that sounds crazy too. But what beautiful place. That's a beautiful place. Take your candle, burn your incense. Let the candlelight illuminate the bathroom. Bring you some music. Don't put it near the tub though. But bring you your phone. Play you some relaxing music and just enjoy that quiet place. And you know what? It's being a grandmother, being a mother, being somebody that always have people around there. The bathroom really can be, it really can be a very nice place if it's clean. I'm being honest. It can really. Have you ever been so the work? You work, you're tired, and you go in your bathroom and you just take you a nice bath or a nice bubble bath or a nice shower, and you just relax. So where the toilet needs, we need to do some work on the toilet. Sometimes we need to throw that garlic down in the toilet. Sometime I don't know if I talked about that, but if I didn't, I'll talk about that one day. Because remember, anything with a hole is a portal, right? Toilet, sinks, holes, portal. And we have to be careful because good things could come through a portal, but bad things could come through a portal. All right. Let me write that down because I'll forget to talk about that if I didn't already. Okay. Let's see. How many times in a year you need clean chakra? Some people don't do it. Some people do not have a alignment or Reiki treatment. They only have it once. Some people only get it once. Some people get it every 3 months, every 6. That is something personal. That's something personal. So that's not set in stone. That's not set in stone. Okay. What is the best way to ground in the winter? Ooh, that's a good one. Using your mind, using your mind, using your spiritual mind, your imaginary mind, doing your meditations, doing your prayers. Um, Purified wood is a wonderful, that's a stone. Purified wood is a great way of grounding. Brown stones, tiger eye, great way of grounding. So all of that is a good way during the wintertime. Yes, absolutely. Listen to soul bath music. Yes, that's right, Brittany. Yep, I have. Oh, what you didn't know about the toilet, Sherry? I have meditated in the shower a few times a lot. Yes. Also sing. Yes, absolutely. Who said that? Felicia Tucker. Absolutely. Oh, you ain't know that? Okay, so that I'm going to talk about that. I'll talk about some things I think I might have, but maybe we'll need to go back over that. Some different way, different portals, different. There is some things that people just don't think that are portals. So I'm going to talk about that. I'll talk about that. Hey, VA, the monks will be there in VA tomorrow in Petersburg. All right. What y'all think about that? What y'all should I even bring that up tonight? Oh, because it's getting late. What y'all think about the monks walking? Come on, y'all church folks. That's on here, but ain't saying nothing. What y'all think about? See, why I gotta start trouble like that? I didn't mean to say that. Yes, I did. But what y'all think about the monks? Would you go and see them? Have you already seen them? Okay. The monks are so peaceful. I love seeing them. Okay. This might be great for a Tuesday tea. This may be great. This may be a great topic because it's so many controversial words being spoken about the monks. And I'm gonna be nice tonight. But I will say this, y'all need them people. If you can't pray for them and say something nice, don't say nothing at all. People get on my nerves. Sometimes I think a lot of people need the daggone tongues done. Talk too much nonsense. Okay? We need all the peace we can get. But be honestly, I haven't been watching the news lately. I felt completely overwhelmed and started crying when they passed me by. If I could get to Virginia tomorrow, I would I would be in Virginia tomorrow. It is so hilarious to me how certain groups of people have so much negative to say, but they're not doing a daggone thing themselves. I don't care if a group of rabbits was hopping down the street for peace. I would say bless them. Okay. I've heard some comments that made my straight hair curl from certain groups of people. So I'm going to leave that topic for Tuesday, a Tuesday tea, so I can get down and really say what I want to say. But of course, it's just my opinion. Right? And if anybody in Virginia see him tomorrow, get me a bracelet. Thank you. I know my daughter, I know my second oldest daughter is going to try, but they supposed to get snow tomorrow and Sunday. All right. And we need to talk about that real quick. Y'all do not, let me tell y'all what happened. This, I know we over an hour, but I'm going to tell you. We was, I had a tarp over the car. Okay. I, had a tarp. So we was bringing the tarp in so I could fold it up. And a piece of the snow went into night. If y'all knew, you don't know, but if you're older, you know night is the dog, right? A piece of the snow fell in the water bowl. Do y'all not know that this dog, this fur baby, would not drink that water? Can y'all? I'm telling y'all the truth. That my doggy would not drink that water with the piece. All dogs like cold water. Everyone, I mean, I have had a lot of dogs, but I think they like cold water. He likes the Dougie ice creams. He loved the Dougie ice creams. But listen, he would not drink. I had to get up the next morning and change the water bowl. And when I changed the water bowl, he drank the water just like that. I don't know why. And guess what? I should have took a picture. The snow never melted. The snow in the water bowl. When I poured it out the next morning, that piece of ice, that piece of snow was still in the bowl. So if y'all have children, please don't make no snow ice cream. Please don't. And if you do, please don't tell me, because I'm going to fall apart. Okay. Don't give my little honey bunnies that don't even let them stick their tongue out and let the snowflake fall on their tongue like they do in some cartoons and all of that. Do not, please. Mm-mm. And I've been seeing how they've been putting the snow under the microphone and parasites in it and all of that. But it just was funny to me that a dog that's not even human would not drink that water. Mm-mm. Now maybe he didn't drink it because it was white. I don't know. But I poured it out and he been drinking water ever since. Let's see. Mama E, my 2 year old is watching with me. She's waving and saying hello. What's her name? What's her name? 88 Pearls. Come on, give me her name so I can give her a shout out. She'll like that. All right. So we way over an hour. Okay. Look, I was up and they had said at 3 o'clock a.m. it was supposed to start snowing here. And at 2:45 a.m. I got up and I looked out the back, and I didn't really see anything, but I felt like a fine mist, like a very fine mist that was hitting my skin. All right. The next morning, I looked early, 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock. I looked out the front door, and the snow at that time, I think we had maybe 10, 11 inches, but it didn't look right. The snow did not look right. And it is even now, it's ice over top of it, but it just don't even look right. It ain't because it's not right. I'm not no meteorologist or anything like that, but I've been around for a long time, and it just it's no. I know. 88 Pearls. I was still waiting for her name, but if you don't want to give me her name, I'm going to say, hi, hello. 2 years old. At 2 years old, you're not going through those terrible twos. I know you're fantastic too. If you're waving at me, you're fantastic too. All right. It's been on here for almost 1.5 hours. I don't want to make these videos real long because y'all know sometimes we can go for hours and hours and hours and hours talking on here. All right. And we don't want to do that. Oh, Laura, wait a minute. How you say this? Laura. Oh, I can't even pronounce it. No wonder you ain't say it. I'm gonna call her Lala. Hey, Lala. How are you? I'm terrible with pronouncing names. Loria, is that it? Well, anyway, hi, Lala. She said, "Oh, you like candy, like Mama Eve? Mama Eve love candy. I absolutely love candy. It's a shame I love candy, but I do. I eat a lot of candy. I eat a lot of fruits and good stuff too, but I like candy, right? So listen, I really, really, really enjoyed tonight. Um, so I'm going to write down. We're going to talk about portals, and we also going to talk about the community working that's coming up. Um, if y'all don't mind, if you purchase books from Amazon, please give me some positive comments. I don't know why that's important, but somebody told me to tell y'all that. So I don't know if it's other people read them or that's I don't know because y'all know I don't know about certain things I do not know about. Okay, all right. So appreciate it. Y'all stay warm if you're in a place that's cold. Stay cold. Stay comfortable if you're in a place that's hot. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do, and we're going to do it together. Oh, thank you. We're going to do it together. We're going to do some studying this year, and I'm going to be bringing the old some things. I'm going to be trying to get my grandson to set up the camera so we can. I'll show you how to do some baths and some things like that again. If not, I'll work with what I have, and I have right now my computer. So I'm going to be doing some teaching on here, just doing some different things. We're going to be discussing some things that might not be for everybody. Um, and we just going to be loving on each other for this year. How about that? We just be loving on each other for this year. All right. And any hate, we don't need you here, and we're not going to tolerate it. We're not going to tolerate it. Because wherever you have a whole bunch of love, you always have that one, two, three people that want to come in with their bad, stinking energy. Okay, and we're not gonna tolerate that. All right, it's only up from here. Y'all don't forget. If I forget, if because I do forget some things, if I forget, remind me about the portal and remind me about the community working to announce it. Okay. And hopefully and prayerfully, next time I come, maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday, hopefully, I'm not going to promise, I'm going to try. All right. As soon as I can, we'll at least have the information that, um, so everybody can get situated with the first community working of 2026. Love y'all. Have a good rest of the night, or have a good day if you're in a place where it's daytime. All right. And I will be back, God willing, and the creek does not rise. That's old, y'all. That's old. That's old. That's old. All right. Oh, I got one other thing to say. Y'all know what it is. Kisses. Mwah.